Hey, Bohemian with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Readings, and today we're going to do another one. So we're going to do a reading over here to see, do they think y'all are compatible? This can be for work, it can be for career, it can be for, roommate situations, romantic, of course. Whatever way you want to utilize the reading is fine by me in a good way. So we have Aragonite or Aragonite. I'll give you a little close up. All right. We have Tourmaline, black Tourmaline. We have Selenite. And we have Labradorite. See if it'll get flashy for y'all. It's mostly just reflecting the light. So go ahead and choose one of those, and I will see you on your timestamp. All right, for those who chose group of Aragonite or Aragonite, hey, let's go ahead and see. What is this person thinking about the compatibility of you in this relationship or situationship, honey? We need to get all the information, insight, and tea with all accuracy, okay? And clarity and all honesty. You know how I bring it in to shuffle up these cards and get you your answers. So let's go ahead and see, all right? I'll probably be on here picking some piles too. So let's start with how they see themselves in this connection, okay? Six of Swords. Okay, first of all, their bags are packed. Let's see where they're going. It's to the right, to the right. So they could be leading into this connection if they feel like it's a healthy one. Their energy is, I don't want to be toxic, or I'm not supposed to be toxic. I got to be healthy. I got to be on my best energy. I need to make sure everything's in a positive way. I need to move forward and bring my best A game, my best intentions to this situation, or it's not going to work, okay? We have Mercury and Aquarius here, passage. I also connect this card and equate it to Moon in Aquarius as well. There's a lot of heart with this energy for others, a lot of nurturing. Traditionally, it shows one person faring being the ferryman, okay, for two other figures, usually a parent and a child, and getting them out of troubled waters, getting them out of a toxic situation into a healthy situation. So this is, the person feeling like they could feel like time has passed, and things have evolved in some kind of way, and now they need to use more ingenuity in this connection. They need to make sure that they're coming with better intentions and motives. They could be checking and feeling like, are you also getting in the same boat with me? Do you have good, healthy motives? And if so, we could go very far. We could go into a new evolution of this connection, right? So they could have had time where they paused and reflected and evaluated this kind of connection. But Aquarius energy says we could be the same clique. We could be the same energy and vibration. We could have the same mentality, gang kind of vibe. We could have a good basis of friendship and accepting each other as individuals that we can build a connection upon. So Six of Swords, I feel like it's very healthy energy. I love it in relationship energies, relationship readings and things of that nature, because we are thinking like we need to be a healthy, best person, and have that dynamic for ourselves and consciously choose to move forward. So if you guys have been on the fence and things, if you, let's say you've been in a long-term connection and you went to therapy or something, this person could have taken that advice and decided to heal and, be showing, okay, what I've learned in therapy, what I've learned, and come to understand about us, about myself, about the situation. I am, in fact, changing. I am, in fact, growing and applying this kind of knowledge and wisdom. For some of you, this person could be connected with like an airline or traveling. You could have met in travel, or they're thinking about how they would fit kind of the theme of travel into your connection. So maybe you're in a different neighborhood or a different country than they are, or you guys met while one of you was traveling, something of this nature, okay? Maybe they moved. Someone could have moved, and so it's like, a different dynamic. There could be connecting online more. This person sees themselves as being more in the energy of Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini. Planetary-wise, it would be Mercury or Uranus. With the houses of astrology, it would be 3rd house, 6th house, 11th 11th house energy, meaning that they'd be focusing more on day-to-day connections and interactions and a lot of online communication. Also, like thinking about how you guys fit into each other's communities could be a big thing, how your differences come together, and a lot of online communication. I do feel like this person is kind of letting the universe, kind of, the spirit world take the wheel a little bit, because their legs, how they're walking and moving forward, their bag and their shoes are all black. So to me, that's the deeper ethers, creation energy, the all that is, kind of having a guiding hand on things. So they seem aware that there's an aspect of fate or the spirit world kind of guiding things. But I do see them as actively trying to participate in like what would be going on within that. I do also see that this person has communicated some wants and desires in regards to this connection with somebody. A red cardinal, ooh, it's a big old daddy. Well fed, just flew right here outside my porch. Oh, and a big old mama. Hey honey, she's walking. Y'all, she's walking. The birds, look, she's coming right to the window. Hi honey. She's looking at me. Do you like the seed I put out? Yeah. Oh my gosh, he just came and fed her beak to beak. That was the cutest freaking thing ever. I don't want to show y'all all outside the house and stuff because I would totally show you. Oh my god. Hi. I thought they disappeared and she pops up in the cut like this. All of a sudden close. Hey, she's looking at me. Do you appreciate the seeds I put out? You're so welcome, honey. There's like a security sticker for like the alarm, and she hid behind it and then like peeked up. Like she's like, where's my finger? Hey. She's just, y'all, when I tell you, she's right here looking at me, getting closer and closer right outside my sliding porch thing. And she's like pecking. That's like universal animal language when they're telling you they want food or they're thanking you for food. You're so welcome. And I know because the person who lived here before was a bird lady. So she talked to the bird. She had a bird, her own bird in the house, and she would talk to all the birds out here and feed them. And these birds are so communicative. This cardinal is still right here. Do I have to show y'all? Maybe I got to show y'all. Do you want to be on camera? What do you think? Y'all, this is going to be a whole part of your video. She ran. When I tell you she ran. Okay, I was going to show you. I always ask, y'all can laugh at me if you want. I'm a Pisces. But people, when they're around me, they're like, dang, these animals really do talk to you. And I'll always ask them, be like, ma'am, can I take a picture? What do you think? Some of them are like, make it quick. I'm about to fly, girl. Um, she ran. She was like right here. Like, let's say this is my porch right here. She came all the way like this to the porch window, like right here. And then when I asked, she just kept looking, looking, looking. I was like, do you want to take a picture? She said, hop, 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 hop. So this person could be a little shy, okay? I feel like this whole interaction was their energy to you. They want to come, make sure you're nurtured, make sure you're fed, because this is a caretaking card. But they could be a little, and it's even a bird, right? Birds are air, flight. And again, when I just said that they feel like there's some kind of guiding energy from the spiritual world, cardinals represent ancestors, right? And so definitely there's this vibe of them wanting to come, pop in, give you some nurturing, but also that, the male cardinal did take off and kind of leave her to socialize and chat and do her thing. So that's very Aquarian energy, right? Come in, nurture, take care, then take off, do your thing, and you do your thing. So that was so sweet. This just really makes me feel like this person has some really good intentions at this time. But what I was going to say here too, with this bright color, I was very drawn to the orange. There's orange in a red bag, and then red cardinals popped up out here. I feel like this person has communicated to somebody that they respect and love, a close friend, or they could have a parent or grandparent who is an Aquarian or a Gemini or Virgo, but has some kind of strong Aquarius energy where they're almost like friends. You see people that are more like friends with their parents or friends with their grandparent. They can have someone like this that they've communicated their desires for the connection with, okay? And they've told them what they want to happen, but they are facing future. They are looking towards the future. Facing future just remind me of Iz, who was a Hawaiian singer and sang What a Wonderful World. And what's the other one? They always spice up the songs together. Beautiful songs, right? So I feel like this person, maybe there are living in Hawaii or from the culture, but they have this energy of wanting a very beautiful outcome and wanting a lot of peace and harmony for you guys, wanting you both to move forward in a healthy way and be surrounded by loving people. I feel like they're talking about themselves a lot. So that was like a whole half an hour. No, how long has it been? It's only been a little bit, but it could be that this person, if they get going and tell you how they actually feel, they will talk a lot. All right, let's see how they're seeing you in this compatibility. Three of Wands. Now, I did note this card came out slightly as a challenge card, so they might be unsure if you are willing to come towards them or how it would work. We have another travel card. Yeah, so maybe you guys have something with travel. There could also be something with education. You can know this person from school because I was getting third house energy. This is giving me third house, Three of Wands with all the books and education here as well. And also, excuse me, also some ninth house energy that could be going on. We have also the Aquarian vibes because we have a UFO here. Hey, Aquarians. We have Mars and Aries. Aries energy could have Aries, Leo, Sag here. The keys, there could be someone that has a little bit of Taurus. We don't have both keys of the Hierophant here, but one. Let's see, foresight. They definitely see you as being very psychic. Definitely. They could see you as top of your class or somebody who is like, they see you as having street smarts, being very instinctual, very smart, very edgy. They see you as the kid that could like walk into class late, being all loud and stuff, but slamming your books down. Maybe you have a ton of them, slinging your backpack around or whatever. Just kind of, maybe you were off hall monitor, teacher's favorite. They see you as having a strange mix of energy, very eccentric, because they see you as somebody who is like, you could be the rough around the edges kid that no one quite knows, what's going on with, but at the same time, you could be like the teacher's pet. Like how do you bridge these like spectrums of energy? I feel like they're very curious about you. They'd be low key trying to watch you as they're taking their test, kind of vibe. So this is how they would see you. They see you as very smart, like very intelligent, and since they see themselves as so Aquarian, that means they would be very curious and interested about you. Very curious. There's like experimental. They see you as someone who's experimental in things. The way you think, it gets their mind bubbling, gets them so curious about things, makes them want to know more, hear more, learn more about you. It's like they watch what books that you would be taking from the library, and then they come when you leave, and they like, okay, I need to study this, then I need to study this. So the things that you say, the things that you do, because this is action, Three of Wands, because sometimes you don't say anything. You're not saying anything, but they're watching. This could be like if they saw that you went to New York, all of a sudden they get really curious about going to New York. This is actually a New York deck, so could be a connection there. Yeah, all of a sudden they never cared about going to the mountains, right? Over here with pine trees and stuff, but you went, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, maybe I should stop by Colorado. Well, yeah, I'm suddenly curious about this, right? You affect them. They see you as somebody who activates them. Yeah, it's like chemistry here, temperance. They see you as somebody who, so far, just in a raw state, they see you as someone that they could create temperance with, or you make them start thinking about, well, what if we put what you do and what I do together? What if we did that? What would that be like? That we could probably make something cool. There's something they make, like they see you as somebody who is definitely going to get your ships to come in, your returns, your flowers. They see you as somebody a lot of people want to collaborate with. Very attractive because they see fire signs drawn to you. So this means you're trendy, you're attractive, you're abundant, you're ahead of the trend. You're leading in whatever industries that you're in. They also see you as having heart because this badge has an inverted triangle, which is the symbol for water. And this is like kind of giving me this water bearer energy to remind me of the star card, right? And the water pouring down. So they see you as having, again, Aquarian energy. They can see you as having a good heart for your friends, wanting harmony. You're somebody who will be a visionary for yourself, and you're going to take action to advance yourself. But you're also somebody who has a deep, deep heart, considering how you can help your homies, help your community, things of that nature. You could see, if I do well, then I can set a good example for everyone else. They see you as having leadership quality to you. But even here, the book that this person has is green and pink, heart and high heart chakra, thinking with heart, but being very realistic because the red book, root chakra, being grounded as well. And wow, do you see how they mimic your energies? They're wearing a green and like this magenta and pink on their heart chakra as well. And then they're over here with a red suitcase. So they really do kind of mimic and mirror. They see you guys as having similarities even in different places. Maybe your astrology is like that. They see you as having third house, first house energy. So you could have Gemini, Aries energy. They have Mars here. So it could be Scorpio, Aries, eighth house energy. Yeah, Mars and Mercury. Wow. So let's get to the rest of the cards here then and see what do they feel like the atmosphere of this connection is. We have global warming here. We have blood rain reverse, morning glory. So for a lot of you, they could see that you're not family. If you are reading for someone who's family, it could mean that they're not going to treat you as family for some reason. Maybe you guys are related by marriage. If for those who are related, it may be your step or half siblings or something like this, but they're saying not DNA or you're different than your family. That's what it is. They could see you as being different from your family. Some of you, they could see you as being adopted or they're adopted. Maybe you guys have something like that where they feel like, hey, I'm kind of the outlier in my family and you are too. Yeah, I was in foster care and you're kind of like a stepchild. So maybe they feel like you guys both have some kind of strange, unique dynamics in your family and that you could relate in that way. But here we have global warming, choosing violence, selfishness, cruelty, evil. We have morning glory clouds, trending, popularity, reputation, image. And then we have the blood rain, which is health, DNA, and family. They could see that you guys have been through some kind of health concern. Maybe some of you, there was even some like something you couldn't control externally that was like environmental. And we could have activists, we could have social justice warriors and rebels here. Hey, divine rebels with this energy for sure. Maybe that's why you guys travel, because it's Aquarius and it's Aries and this kind of vibe. So for some of you, maybe you met through, you do something for trying to help the earth. I don't know, some of you could be like maybe you're a marine biologist or someone. I'm even getting someone writing their thesis on something in regards to the environment or maybe like new tech, green tech, something like that. Okay, but yeah, now something that's finally gaining like trending popularity and stuff of that nature. But they do feel here in the energy of your connection that you guys have the potential to be very cruel to each other. It's like if at your highest best, you guys could be like saving the world, extremely good safe space for each other, but at the worst, you could be very toxic to each other. It could be this martial energy and even this like Uranian energy, even a Plutonian vibe, right? The negative side of Aries and Scorpio and Aquarius can be very aggressive, very judgmental, very attacking. So they do sense this. Maybe for some of you, you're like, yeah, we've fallen out before. It was not pretty, right? It's like when the people who can be the best of lovers and friends and coworkers decide to become enemies, like who could be the best, I guess, enemy for you than the person who knows you the best, or, something of that nature, someone who knows the tender spots you need to be nurtured in. So there's something here where they feel like that's a great possibility. They also feel though that you guys could be the best allies for each other if you are going against whatever's toxic and pollutive. Yeah. Oh, let's roll with it. Okay. Like these morning glory clouds be rolling. They see that you guys could be someone who would have a lot of attention together in your connection, that you could gain popularity, that you could have some kind of public energy here. Okay. We do have some Leo energy coming in here, some Libra vibes. Could be 7th house, 5th house in your astrology, 10th house in your astrology, Capricorn. All right. That's bringing us some Venus, solar, Saturn energy. Yeah, they see you guys as affecting each other's reputation. Like they feel like, okay, if we connect, people are going to know. People are going to talk about it. It's not going to be where we don't affect each other's lives somehow. Even if you're just like low-key distant friends on the internet, it could be where somehow the boss sees when they're checking their social media and you message them. And then the boss, starts saying, oh, how's your friend doing? There's something here where people just find out you guys are interactive and together, and they start communicating about it. They're interested in it. They're paying attention to it, even if it makes no sense. So you guys could definitely have some 10th house or midheaven. So it could be from the 9th house. We have a lot of travel here. Some kind of midheaven MC connection in your astrology. All right, those kind of relationships can't be hid. So this is how they see the energy, the aura, kind of the surrounding kind of vibe that you guys have, almost like your synastry in astrology, your composite energy going on. But they have this kind of, we couldn't just be family dynamics. They really feel like you either would end up being enemies or you have to establish some kind of friendship and other dynamics in your connection in order for it to be healthy. They can also see that your family would just naturally disapprove of you guys coming together, maybe because of differences. They do see you guys as having some very specific differences, but they also see that they relate to you a lot and they're curious to learn from you. So it's a kind of a mixed bag. Okay, y'all. We got to go get forward with this reading. I feel like they got so much to talk about. So how are they seeing the compatibility here? Wow, we got blood rain reverse, and then we have a card that actually has blood on it here. Abundance, victory reverse. They're really keeping with this energy that it's either going to be like the biggest celebratory connection and very healthy. We have 3 3s, 3 3 3 here. They might think of you when they're seeing 3 3 3. We have 6, which is 3 times 2. We have a 9 here, 3 6 9. They could think you fine. Say it one more time. But they feel like if you guys lose, if you don't move forward in a healthy way, if you guys go back to the past, it's going to be very toxic. Some of you, they see that maybe you guys can't drink together. In the extreme, there could have been when we're not healthy or we're not sober, maybe, that we were very toxic. Very toxic. Okay, this could, I'm just, okay. So in this card, this person that made this deck, they made that card about someone, their friend in real life, taking their own life, and many people that had. Okay, and the person who made this is a transgender person, and they're from the LGBT plus community. So just in case those resonate with anyone here, this person could feel like at the worst that your guys' connection can lead to self-harm. It can lead to people feeling extremely depressed. It can lead to people feeling very alone in this connection or surrounding friends. Maybe because there's so much attention and popularity and stuff in this connection, when you guys come together, other people that are not stable, could be a Taurus or Libra, could be a Gemini, could be a Leo, or Cancer, they start acting, Capricorn energy, they start acting self-harming or damaging in some kind of way. So this could be the toxic energy, excuse me. So yeah, this could be a theme for some of you. And that could be why there was therapy. That could be why people relocated and had a different kind of energy. So you might say, yeah, this is a person who we had a very toxic past. Maybe you guys are coming back together after some years where you're healthier. You guys are on kind of a different circuit together. You're connecting with different cliques. You're not in like toxic, emo, self-harm, sabotaging party circuit or something like that. So there is something here. Maybe this was just one of you had a personal past like this, but they're seeing this dynamic in your connection where it's like we have to be very careful about how we connect with each other, how we communicate with each other, how we treat each other, where our connection's going. Is it a healthy connection? Even if this is like a work connection, maybe they're thinking, well, we're in a very harsh industry, and I've seen people break down. I've seen people lose it. I've seen people, let's say we're in the financial sector, right? And so they could be thinking, there's all this good connection that we have. I relate to you. Maybe it's someone older. I relate to you, kid. I'd really like to get you this job. At the same time, they're considering, how are you going to handle our industry, right? We have to put on a very successful, luxurious face. We have to work very hard hours. We have to travel all the time. And some people lose it. Some people break down. So there's something here where this person is kind of analyzing these kind of dynamics. They could know something about their past, your past, or how they perceive you guys together, or your friend groups together or something. And they could be wondering how this is going to affect. They definitely think about other parties. They definitely think about other people. Maybe one of you has an ex who threatens, like, if you get with someone else, there's going to be harm or something that will come, or they could see you as taking care. Maybe you're a caretaker, or they are of a sibling or family member who is always bringing about harm, damage, toxic situations, creating chaos and division. So something like this is where they feel like such good vibes for you guys, but then they really start thinking about this stuff, okay? They do feel like you guys could again achieve a lot. We have New Year celebration and they're coming in with abundance, birthdays going well. One of you could like to celebrate a lot, and so if the other one didn't, they were like, okay, I'll get used to dressing up for the holidays and this and that and taking pictures. So it's a very strange mix of thinking. It could just be that this person has been cynical, because I did get that feeling of therapy before, and so they might think of worst case scenarios. They could be someone, when they think about committing, they think about every worst thing. Okay, if the world explodes, if someone got ill, if one of us had the Cardinals back. Hey, the male cardinal. If something really went down, how would I help you? How would we be there for each other? Would it be successful? But they do feel like if you guys went back to this past, if somebody got low on their self-esteem, if toxic X came back, if partying or some kind of substances came back, that things would be very bad. Okay. Whew, that was a plot twist here. Okay, so do they feel like this is good, like a blessed connection, like good luck connection, or what? Kirpan. So they've had times where they feel like it's something that they need to cut out 100%. They could feel, for those of you where there has been some kind of harm or whatever, they could feel like there's been like a very harsh situation like that, something scary. This could also be surgery with health. Maybe someone's just gone through surgery and that scared them. Yeah, it could be something like that. Or someone's a caretaker of someone who went through surgery, so this person is nervous about connecting. It's that Mercurial Pluto kind of energy. So they could feel like at some point this has been a connection they have to cut out. Their dreams could be like, if it's very healthy, it would be amazing to connect, but there's deep fears here. Let's see, action that they plan. We have result here, but kind of leaning back. So I feel like this person wants positive result, because this is a card that's meant about a really happy result in this deck. But again, they're cautious. They're very cautious about it, because they feel like there's things that have to be cut out. It could just be that they see you as connected to very toxic family, or they see themselves as connected to toxic family. And that could be why they feel like, I have to move. This Six of Wands reversed is opposite energies of the Six of Swords. So they could feel like if you guys maybe move away and do your own thing, or if you're not influenced by others, then it could be positive. But that it's hard. Someone could be like a governmental worker or something too. So it could be where there's like someone who's governmental worker and somebody who's like the rebel, things of that nature. So they see some kind of vibes. Yeah, there could be someone who carries a weapon or something. Maybe someone who's been in the military, and then a person who's like anti-military. You know what I mean? They just see here where one person's going to see the other person as endangered, or the aggressor in some kind of way, and being more harsh. And so it's like they want to have good results, but they're not confident that they can bring harmonious good results, because we don't have the Temperance card, but we have them wanting the Temperance card. We have them learning and trying to be better and heal. Your advice here is the Sun card. Positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. All right, and that would be putting this card up right, because that's a solar card here. So the advice here, we have yes, number 1, fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sag, solar, spread your wings and fly. The advice for you is that if this is a healthy and positive connection now, then we can move forward, okay? Because it depends on how you use these energies. Again, if you guys are people who you're like, oh, I recognize where some of this kind of dangerous stuff is, and we're both just in dangerous energies. We're first responders, maybe something of that nature. And we do have a lot of pressure about having to stay mentally healthy, because we help people who are going through things, or maybe you're a sobriety counselor, things of that nature. So depending on, where these kind of pockets of information are coming for you guys, it's saying if you guys are focused on life force, if you're focused on living, if you're focused on being healthy, being safe space for each other here, you can go very far, right? The Six of Wands, we lost our end goal in sight here in this race, and we fell off the horse. But here this child is safely riding this horse, open with their vulnerability, open heart chakra, very protected and very blessed. So this, and it's sunflowers here, and actually right here I have sunflowers growing in the window, and some of the seeds, the seed that the cardinal gave the other cardinal was a sunflower. And then there's a sparrow right now that's right up by the window again. Hi, little sparrow. It flew off. So I feel like here there is strong positivity that is possible moving forward good for you guys. But definitely they're saying you guys would have to cut out the toxic, talk about that, and almost do like relationship surgery, a kind of vibe. Or maybe someone has to get through a health crisis and some kind of surgery. Maybe someone had a tough birth, because this could be like a C-section for some of you. That could be in play. So someone could be recovering from some kind of environmental situation, a war situation. Maybe we have some immigrants, some refugees, something like that. Okay. Overall, the advice is there can be healthy, positive, safe, secure, thriving energy after hard times if we're both really ready to be self-loving, because the Sun card is about loving ourselves as well, healing our magical child, right? Healing childhood wounds. I feel Chiron energy in this relationship. So check where your Chiron is. Let me see real quick here. I know we're going long on this one. Y'all gonna have your own video here. We're gonna have a video for each option. Because I'm not thinking off top. Where Chiron is in Aries. Yeah, Chiron is in Aries. You get all this Aries energy here. So survival things. And if we can get out of negative ego, and if we can be confident that our needs can be met, we can personally meet our own needs, and we can have a positive unity and harmony with each other, and we can find other ways to use the energies of Mercury, Uranus, Pluto, Saturn, and Mars, where we're conquering things externally together and individually, and we're not turning all of that overthinking and not good enough and all of that inwards. If we're having, positive therapy, positive healing, positive spirituality and things, this connection could be really good. Okay, so I feel like there's all different levels of what this means for different people, of course, because it's a general read. But I truly wish y'all the best. And I do feel like you guys have good intentions towards each other, okay? So hopefully everything can heal. I hope that you guys just feel your deservingness of being loved and being healed, and that anybody who's gone through a hard time, you don't let it get you down. Maybe feeling any time that you might have lost. Happy birthday. There's some birthdays here. This person could want to say happy birthday to you. But may you recover, and may you appreciate yourself for loving yourself. And may this person also, if they've gone through concerns with sobriety and harm and just loss and things, I just hope everyone here bounces back, feels how full of life their life is, and enjoys all the years to come for a very long time in a healthy, happy way with good, supportive people. And I feel like this is a big wish of this person as well towards you. And they feel like you both can make that happen for yourselves and together if you decide to connect, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. I saw 333. It was 3133 on the camera right now, and you have the 333 in your reading. So good signs, all right? Bye. All right, for those who chose the Black Tourmaline group up here, let's go ahead and get into this reading and see what do they think about y'all's compatibility. All right, so let's go ahead and see how they see themselves in the connection here. We have the Knight of Wands. We have Sagittarius energy instantly. The fire starter could also have Aries or Leo, because it is a general read. Could also be someone who has Mars in fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or some kind of conjunction or trine. Well, like strong aspect or well aspected energy between Sun, Jupiter, and Mars. Okay, they could have those placements on their midheaven or their ascendant, their first house, or like conjunct their sun or moon or something. All right, we got these hawks here. They see someone as constantly having information coming in. They could be watching you because they're looking at you here with like a hawk's eye vibe. And there's hawks here. Someone could have tattoos, especially particularly like the Eye of Ra or the Eye of Horus. There could be some kind of tattoo with an eagle, a falcon, a bird, or it could even be temporary. Maybe this person dressed up or something and they had some kind of like wings or something on them. Maybe even like if it was like a military garb, they had like some kind of wings on them, or flight garb or something like this, and they had like the pin on them that was like a bird or something with bird's eye view. They see themselves as able to come through whenever they want, able to leave when they want in this connection, being very free and free spirited. There's a sporty energy, so they could see themselves as being very active, maybe more active than you. Just saw 3322. Yeah, there's something here where they see themselves as the Knight of Wands. So they see themselves as the one who comes in to stir things up, to check kind of your pulse and see, are you going to be alive? Are you going to, dive into the world? Are you going to move on? Are you going to move forward? Are you going to take action? They can see themselves as a bit of an instigator to you, somebody who is stirring you up on purpose and seeing, are you just going to take how I paint you to be, or are you going to create something yourself? So this fire starter is actually painting the sky and changing what the sky itself looked like before they got here. They're crushing a can under their foot. So they could be here to kind of tell you, get rid of the trash, get rid of the recycling, take it out. Maybe they work in something like that. But yeah, this person, okay, I was getting names. I was just getting this energy with names as I was preparing for you guys' reading, getting cards, and even before I officially started shuffling. So there could be something with names where they could have a name that's an occupation, like tailor, or something of that nature. It could also be that you guys have names that rhyme, or names that have the same meaning or are the same name. Like maybe their last name is your first name. I've had that. Even with Bohemia, that's someone's last name was, that's how we started talking. Because they're like, wait, what's your name? That's my last name's a version of that. So there could be something here with names where even if it's here, they see themselves as exotic, they could see themselves as a different nationality, culture, or belief than you are. They could also see themselves as a different education than you have, but there could be some kind of play on words. And that's exactly something the Knight of Wands would be very interested in and make them stop in their travels and pay attention to this person. Oh, there's a play on our name. The red cardinal just flew by. It had left, y'all. It was definitely here during group one. I do feel a little similar energy as group one, so maybe some of you listen to both piles here. But yeah, this person feels like they are interested to pause and look at this connection and see compatibility. They do want to maintain their freedom. They do feel like they're in control and in their power. They're really not worried about losing power in the situation, and they're not going to stop their life or change dramatically, but they are interested and curious to see maybe what could they learn, what could they pick up, what fun or mischief or adventure could they get into in this connection. Let's see how they see your energy. Revolution here. This is the Tower card. On this, we see both negative and positive sides of the Tower card. So they see you as unpredictable. We have water, Scorpio, Mars. Mars is also a ruler of Aries. They could see you as somebody who has strong martial or even Plutonian energies, because it says no blood for oil. Oil is ruled by Pluto, and that's Scorpio again. We have 8th house, 1st house energy as well. Okay, maybe you fall into their 8th house. So even if you're like, I'm not a martial scorpionic person at all, it activates that in their energy. They see you as somebody who is a fighter. They see you as somebody who has very intense, concrete beliefs on what is wrong and what is right. They see you as somebody who can come and be a big protector and defender. But they also see you as someone who can burn everything to the ground and cause explosions. They see you as a hothead in some way. Revolution energy is also tied to Uranus, Uranian. So yeah, there is a similar vibe. It's different, but there is a similar parallel I could see with some of the energies to group one. So I think some of you pick more than one pile. Let's see. They see you having a beauty. They see you as somebody who's worth protecting. They see you as having a vulnerability. You could be very connected to children or to an elder, and they could see you like standing up. Maybe you had to grow up very fast when you were younger. You had to be very conscious of the world around you. You could have come from rough or humble beginnings, and it could really fire who you, or like fuel who you are. It's interesting because it also no blood I'm drawn to, and in the other group there was a blood card reversed as well, where it was kind of saying maybe there's been something with your blood ties where you're different than your family. Maybe you were raised away from your family, so you were adopted, or you went through something where yeah, that energy of like someone maybe having gone through like war or going through something kind of rough in their early childhood. So they see this kind of vibe with you. Maybe you're just very outspoken on things that happen in the world. You say no pipelines, okay, things of that nature, and you want people to be respected. Respect my body, respect my choices, respect the environment. But even if you're not so much, I'm a lot of divine rebels. Y'all are. You are the social rebels over here too, and I appreciate you so much. Taking care of our planet and each other, but they just see you in general as causing a ruckus. All right, you cause a ruckus, you bring the ruckus, all right, is their vibe. There could be a tie with number 16 or number 7. How are they seeing the energy of your connection? Oh, Monarch Migration. This card came out, y'all, in the same position but upright in the last group. Okay, we have Ice Storm reverse, trending, popular Popularity, reputation, image reverse. Yeah, they can see you guys as having a rough reputation. I'm hearing, I don't give a damn about my reputation. Y'all know about that. I ain't gonna sing it for real, but y'all know. So they can see you as having a Joan Jett vibe. Maybe some of you are just punkers, you're rockers, you're street, whatever it is, or you just, even if you're polished and whatever, and you're walking around in Devil Wears Prada world or whatever, you just don't care what the blank people say. Cause you're like, I'm right. Like, I'm not going to change. They see you as being somebody that can't be molded. You can't be controlled. They also see that you're not going to let your past get to you. This gives me Capricorn energy too. Saturn 10th house. We also came to that energy in the same part of the reading for group 1. So here we have Ice Storm, haunted by the past decisions and lost chances, but they don't see you as haunted by the past. So if you had a breakup or something with this person, they see you as being unbothered. Reclamation, generations, inheritance. They see you being like, look, I need to get, what my ancestors helped put me on this planet to get. I need to get it for myself and for everyone like me who couldn't have what they should have in life. And whether that's unpopular or not, I don't care. They feel like nothing can stamp out your belief in yourself. And that is something that takes over the energy of this connection. You're knowing your worth, and you're not going to let past mistakes. They see us continually like having this evolution where you will always find your true north. You will always find who you are. You will continue to shed and evolve, and you become more and more beautiful through time. You become more and more yourself. And as you do that, you care less and less what everybody else is trying to make you to be. You step more in concretely to your own beliefs. And so they see this as something that is a disruptor. They see this as something that is an outlier energy, but they see how others do think the same way and flock towards you. And it kind of drew them in towards you, and it makes them evaluate things. It even makes them see, am I as open-minded as I think I am? Am I as well-traveled and knowledgeable as I think I am? But they can see you as somebody who really shirks popularity in some kind of way. You do your own thing regardless. They could see it as this connection here. They could see that maybe people would say this relationship's a lost cause, or they could say it's not the popular decision. So like, let's say if you are asking about this compatibility for a job, they could say, maybe this would be a temporary situation. Maybe this person would be difficult to work with if I hired them. They have strong beliefs. Maybe they would bring their own cultural dynamic and who they are to the job too much. It's not really the popular opinion that my hiring panel is telling me to lean towards, but I'm considering them because I think they've made it through tough things, tough decisions, tough experiences, and I see that they continue to flourish and become more and more their own person. So this would be how this person kind of evaluates the dynamics. They kind of weigh the pros and cons a little bit of the connection. Now, the Knight of Wands isn't too worried about what's being popular. They're like, I'll make it popular. I could care less. I'm gonna do what I want kind of vibe. So I don't think that they're too shook about that. We'll see moving forward what they think in the long run, okay, because it is Sagittarius, and in the long run, sometimes Sagittarius can be like, okay, now I'm tired of being different, and I do want everyone to like me and tell me I'm pretty, right? You see a lot of influencers are Sagittarius sun and moon, and they do end up getting trapped in like, please just like me, right? Please just stay liking me, everybody. So this person kind of has this vibe where they're aware that this might not be the most popular connection, and it could shake things up, and maybe they feel like it could make one or the other of you less popular, or like people might say, oh, one of you is kind of slumming or kind of going with someone who's below your league or something like this, and you guys could get caught up in just seeing the potential in each other. Let's see what we have here. We have Aquarius entering chat. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Again, some Gemini energy here. So we have the Star card. That could be why. Somebody could be famous. Somebody could be a celebrity, very known. Very, very known in this connection. 100%. The Star with the Queen of Wands. So it could be that you both have that. But one of you could be, let's say if someone's like an A-list celebrity and then somebody is like an up-and-coming talent. Yeah, or somebody, there's also legalities here. So someone can be a lawyer, so it's public defender. Maybe that's why there's revolutionary. Maybe one of you is like you're on opposing sides of council or something. So that's why it would be strange to try to like get together and be a little taboo because you're always on different sides of the issues. That would make a lot of sense. So like if you guys were in debate class, you'd be on opposite sides of what you're debating here. Could be the vibe. Although I feel like they're more similar to you than people would think, but they might not always say their differing beliefs because they want people to like them, or they just want to flow with ease. They want this kind of publicity, but you might be the one who says, no, this is the way it is. I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to shake it up. So you might not even see yourself as a mover and shaker like that, but to them, they might be like, oh, wow, I wouldn't have said it out loud, or I would have made it as a joke, or I would have just pretended to kind of read somebody on a situation and check them a little bit, but you're straight up like, they need to change. That's effed up. Like, you know what I mean? They see you as going into situations. They see you as combative. They see you as you don't go and try to flatter people or make them like you to get your publicity, acclaim, or to get your ideals and ideas across. You're somebody who will just challenge. Like here they just like broke the TV. And like, I'm done with this glass ceiling. I'm done with this interference. I'm done with this programming. They see you as very dynamic in how you go. So they might be like, oh yeah, I'm into astrology, whatever. So I can be like this free spirit for, making myself get what I want in life. And you're over here like, no, I see my Pluto. I need to change. This is where I need to transform. Like they see you as more dynamic and intense in the way that you go and you handle life. So they feel like, shoot, for some of you, they feel like if I rock with you, I'm going to need a lawyer. We're going to have to lawyer up, okay? Because you can be out in these streets making all these changes, shaking people's consciousness and stuff. Like, man, literally, this is public defender and the Eight of Swords can show jail and it's reversed. Some of you could have had some situations where they could just think you party hard because here they're needing water and to hydrate and they're like out at night in their gown. Like, what are they doing? So they could see you as hard partiers, or they could feel like if y'all party together or something that you would turn up, you would put their Knight of Wands to shame because the Knight of Wands can party. But they're saying you're Mars over here. Okay, you competed with me and you won. So they could just think of scenarios like this as well. Or maybe you guys have had some kind of dynamics. They could feel like even if you're their work friend, that if y'all go and travel on the road for whatever thing and y'all have a drink or something, that you're really intense and you pop off, and they'd have to make sure, look, I got to make sure I can get, help you get home or whatever without us getting caught up and authorities being called when we party. So it could be something like this. They could see this connection as very healing, very freeing. The Queen of Wands is very freeing. The Queen of Wands is that diva that when you meet behind the stage, they're kind of scary for sure. But they're also so chill. They're so real and so them that you're like, oh, can I just be myself? I'm seeing 555. Like, can I really just say what's on my mind? Like, they will shock you like that. Right? When the Knight of Wands runs into the Queen of Wands behind stage, they're like shook. Like this diva who everyone respects, even if they have this positive image, that back here is maybe if they want to have a drink after their performance, they're over here taking their wig off, saying a curse word. Right? Telling people they're going to bring their pet jaguar in here if they want to, kind of vibe. Challenge, yelling at their agent not to bring them demeaning roles, and they better put some respect on their name and they can cut their check ahead of time. It's this kind of energy. So they feel like you challenge them to not accept interference, to not accept glass ceilings, to not just accept things the way they are. You challenge them to actually do something with their consciousness, with their brain, with their talents, with their skill sets. You challenge them. You challenge the way things are, not just an ideal, but by action, okay? They could also see that there could be a Queen of Wands type around you, or there could be someone else that is involved in this situation. There is the possibility too with Aquarius energy and then the Queen of Wands that there could be, if this would be romantic, there could be that they see you as the other person, the other partner, or they see themselves as the other partner, someone who starts as friends and then there ends up being more desire and things like that, but is maybe not the main person, okay? Let's go ahead and see what their actions would be in this connection. We have confession. Yeah. So there could be a confession here of them telling you these different things. I do feel like this person has an irresistible draw to you, even if it doesn't make sense. Again, if this is business and they're literally like, man, we would have to hire a lawyer if we hired you because that mouth you have and these ideals and the way you take on the market, we probably going to have people mad as heck with you out here. This is the way you do business and stuff, but you're right. And like, I feel like you're innovative. Like it's, woo, it gives me goosebumps. You have some kind of hunger. You have this edge to you. You have this drive, right? So it could be something like this where they feel like, okay, like I'm gonna carry you. They feel like they'll have to carry you sometimes. They'll have to help you heal. They'll have to help you. This could be like maybe you guys have like a Mars and your Mars is in their seventh house or something. So they feel like I'm gonna have to help you learn to be more diplomatic sometimes. I'm gonna have to help you learn how to interact with people sometimes because you do things that aren't popular. Maybe you guys are an introvert or something, or you just, they might feel like you have no filter. They think they have no filter, but you make them seem a little bit more nice and a little bit more socially aware is how they perceive it at times. But they have a confession here that they would like to talk about these things. I will say that they will be very to the point. Prepare yourself that this, they don't see this connection as being like where we have to flatter each other. It's very ruthless in a way. If you're somebody who's like water energy, this is like air fire connection. So this is like we're going to just say what we need to say to each other. If they have a truth they need to speak, it's not going to be something where they're like souping it up for you and making it very velvety. You're just going to get the steel glove of it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, they feel like in comparison, when dealing with the outside world, they can be a little bit more uh, a little softer, whereas you might be a bit more uncouth, okay? Let's see, what do they think? Do they think this is a blessed connection or not? A burden basket. They could see this connection as being difficult, but they also find it freeing because the burden basket is, you know, the basket you put outside your door and you consciously put your worries and your stress in it, and so you don't take that into your home. So they could really like that you guys have this fierce, almost like antagonistic shield, this tough armor to the external world, because then they feel like y'all have more peace of mind because you come out of worry, fears, like a sense of scarcity. These two cards really go together well because it's like this ice storm. We feel frozen out. We're haunted by the past. We're haunted by haters. We're haunted by lost decisions and chances and things, right? And that's Eight of Swords. Oh no, oh no, I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. But they feel like you guys are so fiery. You melt all of that. You connect with fire placements or fire houses or some kind of energy like this where you would push each other. Don't take no smack. Don't take no crap. You know, you deserve better. You deserve the best. You could be the top of your industry kind of vibe. All right. Your advice flipped over, Four of Cups. So the advice here for this connection, Spirit World says, don't stay in your feelings too much. This is Moon and Cancer, water. You could be water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this isn't a watery connection, okay? It says be careful that your focus doesn't close you to new ideas. This is definitely one of those brain opener, brain opener connections. Could be ninth house energy going on here where we're meant to experience things as well. A lot of physicality. Could be fire houses, seventh house. I didn't mean to say seventh house, but we did mention seventh house earlier. Fifth house, first house, okay? Could be Aquarian and Scorpionic houses as well. Meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, restlessness, disconnection, and boredom. So this could be some of the kind of negative sides where if we close our arms to what this relationship is trying to teach us, we could end up pouting around. We could end up playing the you hurt my feelings game. We could end up playing the why don't you just stop growing because I don't feel good enough. Maybe we shouldn't be in this connection energy. We have number 4. All right. Positive energy of this would be sudden awareness, choosing happiness, acceptance, okay? Retreating when you need to and withdrawing when you need to and checking in for realignment. All right. So this is what I'm seeing about what they think about this connection. Overall, I think they feel like it's exciting, it's adventurous. Who knows where it will lead? They could feel like it's something that you guys could choose to make necessary for your growth. It's a place where you can have a lot of growth, a lot of freedom, a lot of wildness, a lot of change, a lot of dynamic energy where maybe you don't find other relationships that push you to be yourself this much and push you to challenge yourself and to achieve as much as you could possibly achieve as this connection, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. For those who chose Selenite group, here we are with your reading, all right? This is actually the second time I've filmed this first part of the video, and this is the last group of that. So we've had a lot going on, and I have to say there's been bird interaction. You know, I'm always looking at the birds, the animals, the astrology, everything going on when I do a reading. And there is the cardinal, the male cardinal, who they've been interacting, the male and female cardinal, the whole readings, the whole video. Right now, The male cardinal is just looking at me, but he's just outside the porch, and he's actually sitting and nesting and kind of taking over the bush out here. There's been a whole thing this spring so far about whether the cardinals are going to make a nest in this bush or whether all the sparrows are going to take it over. So they go back and forth. And right now he's Mac Daddy, okay, sitting here claiming this bush, and there's not a lot of foliage on it, just little buds. So I can see him. He's just looking at me the whole time and kind of turning his head and looking and interacting and watching me as I was shuffling the cards and everything. So cardinals can represent ancestry, and ancestors, loved ones past come to visit you, and definitely there's this strong firepower here, and dominance about claiming what is yours and nesting where you want to nest. That is going on as well. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing as far as bird divination for your read. Let's go ahead and see what this person sees in your compatibility together. How is this person seeing themselves? They snuck out a couple cards in more than one place where they were only supposed to give you one card. So let's see what it is. Six of Wands and Six of Cups. So you could have the number 6 that is prominent in your connection. Maybe somebody is born in June, which would be Gemini, Cancer, or maybe somebody has the number 6 in their astrology and their numerology, something of that nature. We have Leo energy. We have Scorpio energy here. Jupiter in Leo, Sun in Scorpio. Jupiter is Pisces and Sagittarius. Sun is Leo again, okay? This person has a very sweet, uplifting, kind way of seeing themselves in this situation and seeing how this connection makes them feel. We have bubbles being blown by a child. And here they're almost, I always get the feeling like they're sitting at the bottom of the sea, like in their depths, with love going on here. But they're also sitting with a great view of the sky blowing these bubbles. I love this energy because here the grandparent is not afraid to let this grandchild make them a flower crown to wear, or let this grandchild run around with pink hair, where maybe that would not be what other people would say that a child who is male presenting would be able to do. We also have these lucky ladybugs. So this person can feel like you accept them as who they are. You uplift them. Here they're on this kind of pedestal, but it's like a perch, and they're reflecting. It says decolonization and rebirth. They feel like they can let go of negative programming. You return them to their magical child energy. It's so beautiful. There's new moon energy here going on. You make them feel a barrage of emotions and feelings, but it feels bubbly. It feels happy. They can do deep psychological healing in a very lighthearted way, almost like, whoa, did that happen today? Did I laugh today? Did I let go? Did I feel joy and peace? Did I feel empowered and full of self-love today? This is how they feel when they interact with you, and it almost takes them by surprise. It's a gentle healing. With this 6 vibration is harmony, and it's energy of Libra, so we could have Taurus, Libra here. Energy of Venus, so we could have Taurus and Libra here. Yeah. It's like before they know it, they're having these talks with themselves about these feelings in their chest. So there's a strong energy of solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra that they feel, and the way you build them up. So subconsciously here, they're sitting on this crown energy. So it's like before they even realize, you have this kind of healing buzz. Maybe you guys see auras, you work with your auras, you work with your energy fields, and you might not even realize it. I mean, you might realize it, but you could be somebody who is just so empathic and such a healer that you naturally, your auric vibes that you send out to others are just the vibrations they need to feel comfortable, healed, and uplifted. That's what it is. It's like this person literally feels a buzz tingling at their mind, tingling around their heart chakra, their solar plexus, their throat chakra, that tells them, be whole, be healed, be yourself. There's something here where it's just kind of stunning to them. There's this gentle breeze being blown through this green bubble wand here. So that's like the heart chakra. It's like, and high pink, or this pink hair that this child has would be the high heart chakra. So it's like naturally from a higher place of love, you blow in these healing winds, these healing waters that you give that create this sensation. You make their heart flutter, you make their heart space whirl. And this could be where you're going to, maybe you're saying, well, what do they think about my compatibility to hire at this job? And maybe this is a boss. And it doesn't mean that it's romantic feelings, but it can be like, wow, like you just brought me back to who I used to be. You just brought me back to why I love this job. You just brought me back to how I should take care of myself, or how it's okay to show my wishes, my hopes, my dreams. It's okay to bounce back and love myself through difficulties. It's okay to realign to who I am. It's a beautiful effect. I feel like applaud you guys. This is a beautiful energy, a beautiful way to affect somebody. All right, so this is how they feel you affect them in this. And they're so big, but I don't want to cover either card because they're just so beautiful. I feel like you accept both sides of them. So if you're thinking like Reiki and energy healing, it's like you give them a good sun moon balance, or you give them a good like solar lunar balance, or like kind of right brain left brain balance, or like on the side that is objective and accomplishment and goal oriented, but also the side that's creative and playful. Both of those dynamics, you hit kind of their playful fifth house energy. You could inspire them to want to have children, work with kids, have more fun, be more creative, but also you hit their depths, right? It's shared karmic energy, shared resources, shared finances. They think about these kind of things and, how they exchange with others. All right, let's go ahead and see how they see you in this connection. We have the sun reverse. So they see you as maybe an introverted but yet outgoing, maybe an ingoing person. You have strong solar energy. These cards make so much sense. I feel like this can encapsulate the read here, because we have childlike energy, leonine energy, healthy solar plexus, being able to be introspective and so deep, being able to also, though, get a shine on that is reflected by others. And so they see you as kind of a shy sun, a shy sunflower. Oh, so cute. This to me reminds me of when the sunflowers are so big and so beautiful that their head droops down and they kind of start scattering their seeds everywhere, and then the birds come, and then other sunflowers bloom, and all these things happen because of the giving sunflower. Okay, maybe they see you, there could be a connection to the giving tree in that kind of book. Some of you could work with children. You could be readers or publishers of content, or things that are good for children. There could be some kind of connection. Some of you could style clothes. They see you as very creative. They do look at what you do, or they look at some talent that you could have. They see you as storytellers. They see you as someone who's lived and walked in very interesting shoes, okay? We could have Pisces here. I'm very drawn to the feet, to the shoes. I see a little Aries energy here as well. They like how you rock your sun sign. We could have the number 61 or 19 being significant. Also the numbers 10 and 1. Wow, they see you as a good friend. They see you as healthy. They see you as energetic, even if you don't always choose to use your energy that way. They see you as being in control of how you use your public image, how you use your heart, how you use your creativity, how you exude who you are. They see that you will take a back seat. You guys could have a 12th house sun that's conjunct your ascendant, very specific, but they see you as somebody who could be getting more attention than you choose to, but you do kind of lay back with it a little bit. You play it cool kind of vibe. Yeah, they see you as having great heart, a great sense of self, being a little off kilter and quirky. Kind of, sometimes it's like the cloud goes over the sun. Sometimes the sun has a little eclipse or something. Sometimes, the timing of the year is a little bit different. There's a leap day or there's not. But overall, they see you as a very consistent, warm person. They also see you as like someone that people are so happy to have around, because when the sun makes its return, right? Solar return, it's birthdays, the happiest time as a child, right? One of the happiest times. So they see people as so happy and just waiting and just anticipating when you are going to be seen. Also, any transits of the sun are big events, right? When we look at the cardinal sign, so you guys could be a cardinal sign, which is Scorpio, or it's not Scorpio. Ooh, I want to say Scorpio again. We did have Scorpio. Scorpio, I already said your sign. Now calm down. But when the sun makes big transits, it's like springtime, right? Spring equinox. It's an event. The sun went into a cardinal sign. When it goes into the autumnal equinox in Libra, the winter solstice, the summer solstice, Capricorn, Cancer. So you guys could be these kind of zodiac signs as well. But they see you as just such a a warm, amazing person. So let's go ahead and see what do they see, kind of the ambiance, the aura, the energy, the atmosphere, the synastry, composite kind of vibe, if you're talking astrologically, of your connection. Full moon, deities. Wow, so a lot of solar lunar things. So they could be very into the luminaries. Maybe someone has a tattoo of something solar or lunar going on. Maybe even a sunflower, some kind of significant flower, bubbles. There could be a remembrance portrait that somebody has. Maybe someone does something with portraits. Maybe you do photography or painting or something. Could be something where someone does something with portraits, or they've seen your portrait, not just a picture, but something a little more artistic. I'm getting the hiccups that I get sometimes when I travel. What? When I channel. Oh my goodness, there's so much feedback this person has. So we do have travel here with the Six of Wands. They could see you as someone they would travel to. Oh, yes. I'm getting Prince, I would die for you. This person, and the Scorpio here. So there is that kind of dramatic energy. And there's Leo here. So this person could feel like you're somebody they would travel the world to see. It's like the sun. Oh my gosh. You know the stories about like the sun and moon being in love, and how the moon would travel to reach the sun, or the sun would travel to reach the moon kind of vibe. And it might take some kind of fated event to make it happen. You guys could have strong new moon energy as well. This person could wish on the moon for you. They could do some kind of prayer, some kind of abundance or well-wishing for you on particular holidays, holy days. They could talk to their lunar deity or their abundance deity and ask to bring you guys together. I feel like this person wishes for you. They hope for you. Yeah, they bless you. There's something with shared finance as well. Like if I got it, you got it kind of energy. We have green flash here. They want to be like a superhero for you. Portal, vortex, other worlds. Could be something with a superhero. Maybe they're very into that. Maybe they work in the creative energy. Maybe they work with comics or something. But this is the thing that they feel like people on the other side cheer for you guys. They feel like maybe their deity favors you as well, or they see you as very blessed by the spiritual world, or this connection very fated and drawn together by spiritual beings. We have abundance, all right, with rain. They feel like you guys just have this refreshing, earthy, lush, but good for the heart kind of abundant connection here. That you guys would have a lot of good fortune, that doors, portals would open for you guys together. All right, what do they think about the compatibility? Ace of Pentacles, they feel like y'all get money. Nine of Pentacles, they feel like two are better than one, because here we have a six again, six energy harmony. So they like the energy of shared finances, because we have the house of shared finances, Scorpio energy, that's the 8th house. We have money, we have somebody coming out of being single and wanting to put their 9 of Pentacles with this Ace of Pentacles and make a 10 of Pentacles happen. 3 of Cups are saying, I don't want to be a player no more. And oh my goodness, in this deck, the three of Cups is called abundance, and we have abundance, and we have Ace of Pentacles, which is abundance. We have 9 of Pentacles, gains. So this person, they would even be willing to put aside some gains. Maybe let's say they travel towards you, so they don't they lose a little money at work, but at the same time they feel like you bring good luck, you bring good money. This could be somebody that they could have done something here where, like, let's say if this is, I don't necessarily see gambling, but let's say if they did like a bet, or if they were doing an investment and they did a play off your name or a play off of a number, your birth date or something. Seeing 611 here. We have a lot. We have 4 6s. We have 1 1. We have 3. They could have done something like that. Let's say they used your birthday to pick some kind of investment option, or I don't know, some kind of play like this, like a sign in synchronicity here. And it works. It's something about your financial energy works very well. You could also have second house placements. Earth energy is very strong here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Earth houses, your second house, your 6th house, and your 10th house could be areas that you guys interact with. They feel like you're just really good for business and for financing in some kind of way. They feel like they turn away other parties. They want to be healthier when you're around. They feel like you guys urge each other. It makes sense. 6th house energy is about being healthy. Living longer kind of thing, living better quality at the same time, though. You teach them health is wealth in some kind of way, or they would like to teach you that. So they feel like all these different dynamics come into play in your interaction together. They could be into fitness. They could be into spa energy. Could be someone could do nails, something about doing nails. There could be jewelry making as well. So there could be something about someone swimming. or something with a spa. Somebody could have been born near the beach, and there could also be someone who lives in a place that has a significant rainy season. Their new year could be different than your new year. So maybe they're, oh, you know what? Birthdays and new year. I was feeling this earlier when I was talking about the solar transits. This could be, you know how in Korea, everybody turns a year older at the new year? Instead of, there's like Korean age and regular age. So they could have something, or one of you guys could have something where you celebrate your new year, maybe your religious holiday or something. Your spiritual holiday could be like you guys have different new years. So maybe you're like celebrate it with the astrological wheel, so it's in spring, or some of you it's like Virgo, like in Jewish traditions, like, you know, September, later in the year. So there's something here with that. So they could see you guys as celebrating, like, okay, I don't actually celebrate this, but with you, I would celebrate this. We're going to have 2-3 New Years. We're going to be having different ages and stuff because we're intermingling our societies, I'm getting, or our cultures. It could also just be that maybe your careers have different seasons to them, like different, okay, so like let's say one of you is an athlete. There's definitely could be an athlete. I get strength training, I get power, strength, I get physicality, I get health, this kind of vibe. So let's say one of you is like, oh, your season is the winter season. And then another of you, your career takes off. Maybe you do the photography, the artsy stuff or whatever. Your career takes off in the rainy season. So you guys have different seasonal things. So they think about all of this, practicalities, how your life would kind of play out, how you would sync up, how you guys might take different shifts or even plan different schedules with the children. We could have pickup times for the kids, when grandparents would step in, if it's a romantic kind of relationship or a familial kind of connection, or even if you work with kids. There could be teachers here, so someone could be, maybe one of you is a hired teacher and one of you is a seasonal or a substitute teacher as well. I feel like they could feel bad about missing a birthday or missing some kind of holidays with you, because it could be for some of you, this person would be coming back and returning, and it's been a year, it's been some time. This person could feel sad that they didn't greet you on the new year, they didn't greet you on your birthday, especially if your birthday is the 3rd or your birthday is in March. So it could be Pisces, Aries, okay? They could be thinking about that. They don't want a lot of time to go away without you guys connecting. So some of you could be travelers. We do have some showbiz energy with Leo here as well. So it could be one of you's in finances and stuff, and a little bit behind the scenes. One of you is in something where you're kind of in front of the scenes, I guess, more seen. And they could be like, okay, well, we might have to travel and be in different locations, but I don't want to go a month without seeing you. I don't want to go a year without seeing you in an LGR kind of vibe, okay? They want to bring things together. This person 100% believes in y'all's compatibility, by the way, to answer the question of the reading. But let's go ahead and see, do they believe this is like a blessed connection or not? Power, yes. Yes, this energy, we know this symbol here. This connects with like Osset, like Isis. Like, are you kidding me? Isis and Osiris, Osset and Osar, are you kidding me? Power couple of the ages, okay? So many other gods and deities and stories are based upon them and their children and their stories, right? Even the modern popular religions based upon them. So they are known as the iconic couple, 100%. So they feel like you guys have power couple vibes or power duo vibes. If this is a business connection, yes, okay? If this is romantic or familial in some way, yes. They feel like you guys exude power, and they feel like deities, high beings. Again, we have solar lunar beings, all right, celestial beings, that they support this connection, they feel. And they want you guys to be empowered, and they want you guys to come together is the way that they feel. We'll get to that one in a second. That's going to be advice for you. Let's go ahead and see what action will they take, okay? We have chill reverse, so they're going to have no chill. And we have instant chemistry. So this person felt this connection with you from jump, okay? They felt like this is something that we should move forward on. This is something that is unique. This is something that's important. So they could have felt hype when you guys connected. Some of you, you have kind of drifted apart and you're coming back around. There could be Sagittarius energy. This reminds me of like Sagittarians or like Mars and Sagittarius or just some kind of Sagittarian vibe. Or Leo vibes, like when they first meet someone, if there's a strong connection, they come on so strong. Call me a Pisces, but it's like so intense when they come on and they like you right away. And so, look, all good things, but it could be a bit overwhelming. So they could have seen you as being a bit shyer than they are. Maybe they were the more forceful one, and they were like, this connection, oh my goodness, they were super hype. And maybe they had to learn to pull back and be a little bit more sensitive, watery, emotional, and pace themselves, especially if you are the earth or water sign and they are the fire sign. They could have realized if the moon goes and chases, or if the sun goes and chases the moon too much, the moon could feel kind of fried up and gobbled up by the sun. The sun's got to pull back a little bit. So they see you as teaching them to like chill with their solar energies. Now, some of you could be reversed, and they could see that you're learning to temper your energies a little bit, so you know how to approach them. But they feel like if and when they do step forward, they're gonna have no chill. Like they can't really hold back their emotion and their connection and their belief in things. It's kind of like if they were to like one thing on your social media, they'd end up liking 35 things on your social media. We have the number 3 again. So again, we could have birthdays on the 3rd or in March, or some kind of significance with the number 3. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm also feeling more ones because this LL is giving me 1-1. Maybe someone has LL in their name. They can't be LL Cool J because it's chill. They can't be LL Cool J, okay? They're LL No Chill J. Or whatever, maybe the name has J, right? Because J stands for James, and LL Cool J is Ladies Love Cool James. But here they're getting rid of the cool. They're losing their cool, wanting to come towards you. They're not caring who the ladies love and everything because they're focused on you. And the J they could have a J in their name, okay? Yes. So what's advice for you in this connection? 7 of Swords reversed. They said don't be shady. What? They said don't hide in the cut. Don't be shady. Don't play it too cool, calm, collected. Don't go dark moon. Can't see you in the night sky. Where did you go in this connection? Okay, we have 7s reversed. Could be letter L. Someone could have look, they said don't take an L now. If you feel a little intimidated because you feel like a lot of people like this person, you're worried about third parties, or you're worried about someone that they were with. Maybe this person's been engaged before, or they have a strong-minded partner or something. And that could go even if this is a business connection. Maybe you felt like they have a very strong-minded partner, marriage or business partner or something. So you were kind of intimidated. Yeah, something of this nature. Maybe you feel like they had a strong parent or grandparent. This is saying don't be intimidated by things. Don't just take an L. We have air, moon, and Aquarius. You guys could have Aquarius placements. Or they're saying use Aquarian energy, 11th house Uranian energy. Be on your guard against deceit and concealment. But here I think it feels like you guys have been playing it too chill. It says come and clean, confess. No, everyone said click off, Himi. This was a great read when you tell us that they worship us. Oh my gosh, someone just texted me 333. Someone just messaged me 333 and then a 333. I'm seeing where I messaged someone 333 at 333. Someone just messaged me 333 and then I see 999. So 333s is 999 and 999 upside down is 6s, right? And you have all these 6s in your reading. So anyways, 369. Didn't we just have that in another group? Y'all just fine. Okay, you look, Spirit said y'all gonna be fine. Okay, you need to confess how you feel about things. Confess your regrets. Show that you're rethinking the approach. Reveal the truth. Don't go into self-deceit in this connection. Turn over a new leaf. Don't be malicious. It said getting caught. So if you've been on the sneaky sneak and trying to play it cool, like you don't got no feelings, this and that, they say you about to get caught. Okay, first of all, everyone knows you got feelings. Everybody knows. Even your ex-friends that y'all knew back in school, whatever. Everyone knows you have feelings. You're in the hot tub over here boiling in them. Everyone knows. The sun and moon know it. Okay, they're sitting there watching. There you go again. Your DDs over here like, they think they slick. They obvious AF. So they said, don't delude yourself. It said you've been saying it's a no for some of you, but you really know it's on. You know that if you guys connect again or whatever, if you want to move forward, that things would be on, or that you really want this job or you really want this connection with this person, which is why you're doing this reading, okay? Little healthy teasing there for you. I'm seeing 116 and you have these 6s and 1s. 611 I said here, and now I'm seeing 116. And then we have 3s, 6s, 9s, and 1s in this, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. This has been a fun read. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how you like the reads and the long format as well. And I appreciate y'all. And I'll talk to you again, Soft 44, on another one. Bye.